We're now focused on how the storm could impact our coast.
11 Alive's Karis Belger caught up with Governor Brian Kemp as he toured GEMA's State Operations Center today.
Earlier today, Governor Kemp said state officials are actively moving resources in anticipation of the storm, and he's very closely monitoring things in the southern part of the state.
What would happen if, like, when it's coming across Florida, if there's some back west?
During a tour of the GEMA offices this morning, the governor described state officials' plans to prepare for Ian.
And we continue to coordinate with all state governments and obviously our local governments as well as our federal partners.
As people evacuate from Florida, Kemp explained multiple state departments are working to provide assistance to anyone seeking refuge in Georgia.
We're also working with the Department of Economic Development to make sure all our welcome centers and visitor centers around the state are prepared to answer any questions that our guests may have.
And hotels have been told to expect higher numbers of guests. The biggest weather threat in Georgia is along the coast, with GEMA Director Chris Stallings and State Meteorologist Will Langston warning areas like Brunswick, St. Simon, and Savannah to prepare for storm surge, heavy rain, and strong winds.
As we talked about yesterday, the storm is ever evolving. We're not going to take that for granted that we're out of the woods.
We're expecting right now 3 to 5 feet of storm surge up the entire Georgia coast. That could start as soon as tomorrow and last through maybe Saturday morning.
In Atlanta, Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
Governor Brian Kemp is going to give us an update on the state's response to Hurricane Ian tomorrow morning from Savannah. So that's going to take place at 9:15 a.m. And of course, we're going to bring you those details online and on the 11 Alive News app. And that's going to happen at noon.